Hey guys, Thrasher here. We have a brand new V-Jump scan. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so we have a brand new V-Jump scan. It's showing us Kale and Caulifla. I have translations for all the Japanese. This comes from GoRush on the Reddit, so credit to GoRush for the translations. Let me read what the two characters are about, and then we'll talk about some of the other things you see on here and how things might work. Okay, so first off, it's talking about the fact that they are both female warriors tag, and they come from the Universe Survival Saga, so that's probably the episode they're going to come from. We don't know that for sure, though. And then Kale is able to destroy opponent's hand and obstruct combos, so Kale can destroy cards, and there's ways for her to stop combos, possibly the same way that Instant Transmission Goku can jump in the middle of a combo and stop it, stop a Rising Rush, things of that nature. Her super attack is the Gigantic Impact. When she activates her main ability, she is able to inflict debuffing effects on the enemy. So Kale, it seems like, is going to be a little bit more of a support unit than a straight-up damage dealer, but looking at her stats, it seems like she'll be able to hold her own on the damage side as well, and we'll talk about the stats a little more in a minute. So let's move on to Caulifla. Caulifla's super attack is the Crash Cannon. She's able to inflict more damage when fighting against Saiyans and is able to perform well no matter what she is facing. So it seems like she's going to have a bonus damage buff against Saiyans, and she's going to have some type of color advantage, disadvantage removal. I'm not sure if that means that she's not going to have to deal with the extra damage coming in at type disadvantage, or if it means that she won't have to deal with the damage reduction when she's at type disadvantage trying to do damage. But one of those two ways, she's probably going to be stopping type disadvantage, which can be extremely powerful. And the next thing, if there is a female character on her team, she increases her damage dealt whenever the enemy switches out. So it seems like Caulifla is going to be the damage dealer, and Kale is going to be the support unit. And then if we look at the bottom of the page here, it's just talking about the equipment that female warrior characters can use, and it's showing other female warriors and characters that are buffed in some way by playing with female warriors. So a good example of that is the Roshi down there, who gets a huge buff by having female warriors on his combat team. One other thing before we talk about their specific stats is nowhere on this page does it mention when they're coming. It doesn't say they're going to be in a UST banner. It doesn't say they're going to be in some other female warrior banner. So we don't know exactly when we're going to get them, but obviously it's a V-Jump scan, so we should be getting them reasonably soon, within the next month or so. And now let's talk about their stats. So as I've said in many other videos, those charts that you see there are relative to the best and worst characters in the game right now. So if an orange area goes all the way to the edge of the pentagon, that means they have the highest stat in the game in that area. If it's at the very lowest, that means they have the lowest stat in the game in that area. As you can see here, these are reasonably rounded characters. They have pretty much the same stat spread, with both of them having very high defense stats and very good HP, but not the very best. And then they both have reasonably good key regen, reasonably good key blast attacks, and then Caulifla has a slightly better strike attack, and it seems like she's going to be the damage dealer anyway, so that's a positive thing because she's going to be getting huge buffs on top of that. And if you look at the right side there, I do have a chart up that shows you what each of those 5 areas actually mean in English, if you don't remember which is which. So it looks like the female warrior team is going to be considerably more competitive in the very near future once these characters come out, and I will have more information on them as we get it, but that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys think I missed anything, throw it down below and we'll talk about it. And if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.